Well, hello everyone, it's Jordan Howard here, and in this video, I will be explaining how Jesus is the Sabbath. So, Jesus is the Sabbath as under the New Testament. So this video also explains how the fourth commandment works under the New Testament. So we know that the fourth commandment is remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Now how this commandment was kept during the Old Testament is that the Christians kept the Sabbath from Friday sundown through Saturday sundown. That was because of how the Jewish days began at sundown. And now under the New Testament, the Sabbath is kept in Christ. Let's take a look at Hebrews 4:9-11. There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God, for he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own works, as God did from his. Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So Hebrews chapter 4 proves that Jesus is the Sabbath. So we likewise rest in him. And so the fourth commandment is obeyed under the New Testament. By resting in him. This commandment is also kept under the New Testament by spending good quality time with God. So by the way, the teaching that Sunday is the Sabbath. Well, if you're well, you might be wondering about this theological view now that you know that Jesus is the Sabbath. And so does the teaching that Sunday is the Sabbath fall under the category of false teaching or heresy? Well, the correct answer to this question is that the teaching that Sunday is the Sabbath falls under the category of false teaching, but not heresy. Now this teaching is mere false teaching because believing in it will not necessarily affect salvation, as it will not exactly place you outside salvation. So there is the risk of being led astray if you have this theological view. So for that reason, the teaching that Sunday is the Sabbath falls under the category of false teaching. So Sunday is not the Sabbath, although Sunday is the Lord's day. And then Jesus is the Sabbath. To these ceremonial laws of the Old Testament do not apply anymore since we are under the New Testament. The ceremonial law was already fulfilled in Christ. So the commands that apply today are the 10 Commandments, along with Jesus Christ's New Testament commands. That includes how the Sabbath is kept in Christ. So we should spend good quality time with God on a regular basis. And failing to properly spend good quality time with God also counts as a fourth commandment violation. And since by not doing that, you're refusing to rest in Christ. Now that is it for this video. Have a nice day, and goodbye.